Hello everybody, Sasseleigh Biggons here from Big Crafter. Thought I would do a review of one of the random mixed lots of yarn that you can get from Hobbii. I picked the acrylic one because it's summertime. I didn't know what else to get, and acrylic I thought was something just be safe. Safe, generic, everyone can wear it. Possibly put it towards Christmas gifts, you know, something that I wouldn't have to worry about being dry clean only. And just because I knew it would probably be a gift for somebody else somewhere. So that's what I focused on. So I believe it was $15 free shipping. So they were really trying to get rid of some of their inventory. Now what I got was 2 of these pink Amigo 100% acrylic. Was it like a chunky 6-weight? I'd call it a 6-weight at least. It's lot color 57. You know, very, very baby pink. 2 of those. And then to match it, I got this dark jade teal. The exact same Giga Amigo 100% acrylic by Hobbii. It's 150 grams, 104 yards, bulky 5, but I think closer to a 6. You should use a size 13 needle or a size M hook. I'd go with that, definitely. So even if you mix them together, they're not that bad. They're quite complementary to where either get a very chunky scarf out of it or maybe a headband scarf set or something out of it. And then for the last of it, I got this much smaller sport weight. It's still Amigo. Amigo Melange XL 100% acrylic. Color 5. 50 grams, 109 yards, and it's like got gray and purple and pink flecks in it. They're very pastel-like. Otherwise, it's white-ish with just colors. So it's not bad, but it's only one, so it'll either be a hat or a very flamboyant earmuff thing. That's all I can really say about that one. They're very soft. They're very plushy. They have a decent enough twist to them. As they always say, very scarfable. I just love. But other than to make a small project, it's not bad for $15. It really isn't. Normally shipping's like $10, and for what I got, it was worth the price. And I picked acrylic. So I'm trying not to drop these out of the bucket. I know what's been on this floor. Oh yeah, so sweet. I did, however, find on eBay. It's only in Europe or in England that they still have this Italian yarn. It's the one that I use to make those vanilla or heelless socks that I'm still in love with. Now the pair I made was just the littlest bit too tight because it fit my foot so exactly that if it puffed up at all, it wouldn't fit. So it's like, ah. So instead of just having 2 balls, I got 4 of the knit coal. What do they call it? It's Adriafil knit coal, and it's this exact color. I love the pinks, the grays, the sky blue dots with the white and the yellow. So hopefully this time I will make a pair of larger socks that will be at least 2 centimeters bigger, and I will be able to do so. That was closer to $30 for the 4. So even that's still cheap. When I first bought the first ones I ever found, they're like $10 each at a yarn shop near me. the internet still ends up being cheaper, even if you add in the shipping. So, yeah, I'm so happy to have found it. Like I said, I usually go for yarns that, you know, they're discontinued. You can't find them anymore. I found it. And one of my most latest projects that I've unofficially been putting on Instagram. Now I know this ball will look huge, or this cone. This came from a professional sweater maker business in Fort Worth. So generally it's just white with puffy thread, but that thread is like dark blue purple. You know, it's just regular fluffy, puffy. And then I mixed it in with this very untwisted cotton. When I started to originally knit it up, I thought it was just too scratchy almost to leave it alone by itself. And all I know is that when I looked at the blue this way, it didn't have a lot of blue under it. It looked more like a grayed out periwinkle. Gray periwinkle, eh. This is one of the Cotton Kings by Hobbii. The tag's still in the middle. And there's some pink, some purples, and some beige down in there. And obviously going blue in. But when I added the white, I didn't think it would look so cobaltish. Like, seriously, all the gray is gone. All you can see is the blue in it. And that texture, y'all, it is so soft now. It's almost drapey, and I thought about putting a texture on it, but does that look like it needs texture? It really doesn't. And it's just a typical, it's just going to be a regular shawl, or if I double check the length on it, it's just going to be the front of a top. So we'll see. As the colors change, we shall see. I'm finally starting to use that stuff because I do love the thin thread and then the puff. I would add that to almost everything. But yeah, that's what's going on with that one. I am still resounded to finish a couple of projects that I've been working several years on. It's getting closer. I just went through another knot, as they say. Another knot means another skein, because when you ball up cobweb lace yarn, I mean, it's the thinnest thing ever. You could put 3 or 4 balls or skeins together, and the ball will only be, you know, yay big approximately. But getting there. It's almost long enough to drape. Almost. It's almost long enough for a Mobius scarf. Almost. For baby alpaca. Almost. But this should be the year. I don't think I'll finish off this ball, but I will finish off this project. That is the goal. To find an end in sight. Knock on wood. I still haven't finished another cotton project for the basically summertime dress. But I did finish up one whole cake. Starting on the second cake and making progress a little bit on that. I'm not making those because I got a couple more batches of, found a couple of decent sellers on Etsy, but I'm not sure if they hand make them themselves or they are handmade in China, so they're still handmade. But just more of these, and they seem to be repeats of each other, but they seem handmade, so I will be making more circles, and it was just cheaper and faster just to buy them. But they're clean. I don't have to put lemon juice on any of them. So, tomato, 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 tomato. As far as how homemade is it? Things are there if you know on them. Or I know there's a couple of ladies that still, for boredom's sake, they do whole packs of granny squares on eBay. Now, I think they charge, it's a little bit, it's like $1.25 a square. Even yarn-wise. For a 3" by 3" or a 4" by 4", that's still not a whole hell of a lot of money. But they're there. If you want to keep them busy and just re-sew up and make blankets out of their squares, probably for cheaper than, it's almost cheaper than buying the yarn in the store. And it's like Red Heart quality. So it's not too bad. And on the last one. Now, I can't say that I sinned. Can't say that. But I've been staring at this yarn for like 2 years. They don't have any more like it anywhere in their store. They've completely converted over to like cottons or cottons that look, acrylics that look like cottons. And this is the same exact type of yarn as my green project, the knit green one. Which I'm also proud to say, I started New Ball Yarn. Which is mohair mix, but has a gold flecks in it. Has like little binder spots in it. You see that? Oh, they're like, not like worms, but the like little cocoons all up in it. You can see those in there. And this is the only other yarn, because I did have a different variation on this yarn. I either still have it or I used it up and I gave the project I made out of it to somebody. I can't remember what the heck I did with it, but I know I used it up. Now, I don't know how many I bought back then, but since they had 8 left only, I can't prove that they do or don't get them originally from Alibaba and just stick a new band on them. Can't prove it. But look at that mixture. The rest I'm not entirely in love with, but the blues and the blacks calm everything down, so it looks more like ruby-ish rust, or like even a royal orange versus true rust. So they don't make it anymore. It's gorgeous. It has more gold flecks in it, which you can really see from back here. But yeah, I got the whole thing of it, and I am so happy that I splurged. And now they no longer have to deal with it, and I will not have to suffer the loss of anything that is not real mohair. Because I do have some very nice acrylic mohair looking stuff sitting around here, but my hands know the difference. They do. When the hands are hungry, you must comply. That's just the way it is. But leave any comments below on what you're working on. Did you get any interesting yarn hauls and any mystery bags that you're willing to share with us? Like, share, subscribe. Have a good one.